and you know it's funny right now. You are so clear, and I am kind of a little fuzzy. Not really bad, but
You
you know
are.
what it looks like? It looks a little bit like when I record. I look sharper than you do. So I think that might be the issue. Is the record button is making me not as pretty as you. I don't like that. Hey there. Welcome. You know what? Ruben and I are so grateful that you're here. Do us a favor if you can. Subscribe to our channel, ring that bell, and you know what? That would just help us out a lot. And I hope you're enjoying the channel. We'll see you soon. Bye-bye. Hey there. Welcome to Pod and Deliver. Ruben, tonight we have an article from the Daily Mail. Okay, and this is dated February 4th, 2026. The title is Teacher 26 faces 20 years behind bars for dating a high school graduate who was 18 years old. So this happened in Nebraska, Ruben. It's a teacher who's 26, like the title said. He worked at a school that was sixth grade to 12th grade, and he started dating a young lady. And I thought it was one of his students. It kind of makes you feel that way, but I did a little research. It was just somebody who went to his school and he met her there. And the day she graduated, they started texting. The first text I think went out the day she graduated, and they became closer and closer, and it became a physical relationship. And I'm not sure who turned, even the article doesn't sure who turned who in, or maybe somebody out in the outside, a parent or something. But there is a law in Nebraska that says you are not to date a school, high school student who graduated until like 80 days. I think it's 80 days after they graduate. So that's just in Nebraska. Okay. Now, I have a couple feelings on this, and I know you're going to not feel right on one of these things, but I will say this. I'm okay with I think it's a good idea not to date your former student, even if it's, a year later or 2 years later. I don't think it's a good idea to date former students. I will say this short story real quick. I remember
Don't tell me
once.
you did this.
No, okay. No, but I almost did something, not dating, but not dating. But I went to go help a former student who was like 25 years old. I was gonna bring her to my house to live with my family. And I was
What
about
is-
to go pick her
what
up.
does this have to do with this story? That has
Look,
nothing
let
to
me
do.
finish. Yes, it does.
What?
Let me finish. Let me finish. As I'm driving there, my father calls me and says, "You are," basically tells me I'm nuts for doing this. And so, bottom line is, I don't do it. I don't bring a stranger to my home. Let me tell you why he said, and this is what my father said. He said, "Listen, Jacob, it does not look good. A former student you're bringing into your home.
Yeah,
That
that
is
that
not
story
send a
has
good
nothing to
message."
do with this story. But anyway,
Yes, this doesn't look good.
let's
Well, my
edit
point is
that
this.
story out. But that's
No, no, no.
no, no. But
This point,
that's a terrible
it
example.
is not terrible. Let the audience decide. Let me tell you, I will say this. This guy made a terrible decision dating this woman. Now, should he go to prison for 20 years?
Okay.
No, that's what they want to do to this guy. He's just a knucklehead. He shouldn't have been dating her.
Jake,
No, you
Jake,
tell me what you think. I'm sorry. I
Jacob,
went too far.
Jacob.
Sorry,
You
Dad.
helping a woman maybe with child? Does she have a child?
No, but she had a boyfriend, but he was not allowed to
Got
come.
a child. That is you helping an adult with a struggle. Don't compare it to this guy having sex with an 18-year-old girl that was a student.
It's
That's
not,
not
my point was not to get involved with a former student. That's my point with the
okay.
story.
Okay. All right. Great
And now,
example.
what do you think? This guy, does he deserve 20 years in
I
prison for dating this girl, which he
I'm
shouldn't
in
have?
total agreement with you that no, he does not deserve 20 years in prison for dating somebody of legal consent. So I need to emphasize legal consent does not mean wise decision. Does not equal wise decision, right? Just don't date a former student a couple of months after they grad or a day after they
Right.
graduate. Don't do that. That's just tacky. It's yes, you're saying yes, it looks bad. It's just let them enjoy their graduation. Let them
Right.
be. Hey, maybe I'll see you one day. I'll give you some year. Go, get your degree. Move on. You're 26
Right.
years old. See?
Yeah, and what is he doing? And and I know, I don't know, Ruben. I think a lot of these young people today. My son's 24. He'll be 25 this year. A lot of these young people, and I'm not saying about my son. Some of them are just not thinking clearly. They feel like I feel like they're the 26-year-olds are really 16-year-olds. Like they're 10 years behind for some reason. It's because that's a dumb. In my opinion, I think it's just a dumb move by him. Maybe some people would write that. I was reading some comments about the story that, oh, maybe he just didn't know the rules or didn't know the laws, but she was 18. A lot of people actually defended him, like, oh, she's 18. What's the problem? I'm like, if you're in education, you know the issues. And like you said, it doesn't look good. It doesn't set a good
Well,
precedent.
I'm just saying don't do it, but I don't think he needs to be arrested. I'm just saying don't do it.
No, I don't think so.
You know what I'm
Right. They should just
saying?
say, slap his hand, say, just
Right.
don't do it. And I think that the school has a right not to have him there. I think they could dismiss him if they want to. But I
Yeah.
wouldn't do it.
Yeah.
I wouldn't dismiss him, but I think they could. Why not? It's not I mean, if they want to decide to do that, that's fine. Because that was their rule and he broke it. So
Yeah.
it's actually a state rule, it's not even a school rule. But
I have
anyway,
a feeling
well,
that this is not going to stick. I can't imagine this sticking
no.
20 years in prison.
I don't think so. Let's see. Well, yeah. All right. Thank you. Well, with that, we'll end the episode. Thank you for joining us again on Pod and Deliver. We'll see you soon. Bye bye.